This time on Anchor Swing, we're installing a hardwired heater in the engine compartment to protect it during the cold winter months. Damn it, that sucks. I hope I can get another one. This is an older boat, so that sucks. Hey guys, it's a very brisk January morning out here at the marina, and I've got another boat project. So the temperatures are going to be dipping down below zero, well below zero, in the next couple weeks, and I need to protect my engine. Last year I showed you how I did this with a basic heater with a trip over switch built into it and a Wi-Fi switch to turn it on and off. And that's a great solution, but it's not marine approved and it's not ignition safe, so we're going to do it a better way. This year I'm installing a new heater, a Twin Hornet 700 watt bilge heater. Now this heater is marine approved. It is sealed up so it's waterproof or water resistant, so you can splash it and get it wet. And then it's also ignition safe, which is probably the most important piece. All right, just to be clear, I shut off the power here on the switch, the master switch. I also shut off the power at the pedestal and pulled the actual cable from the pedestal. So there should not be any current in here. I don't have an onboard generator or an inverter that plugs directly into this, so there should be no AC power on these lines. All right, when installing this, I need to make sure that I get good airflow. I don't want to just point the heater at the engine and heat up one side of the engine and create pockets of cold and hot air. I want that air to circulate all the way around the entire compartment heat. I think I have two potential spots. So, excuse me here. So spot one is down here, and it fits there. I think it would give me good flow back and forth, but I think it's going to be pushing, heat's going to be going on those battery cables right here, so I don't really like that. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it up here, right where that label is actually, and then let it, and just kind of aim it that way, so that way it can blow around the back of the engine and all the way around like that. With the heater installed, I'll run the power cord through the conduit area next to the helm. To do this, I'm drilling a hole from inside the boat into the engine compartment. After drilling into the engine compartment, I fed a small gauge wire through, taped it to the power cord, and used it to pull the cord through the opening. The power cord now inside the boat, I moved on to installing the Romex wiring and the breaker switch. I'm using the cord from the battery monitor to pull the Romex up through the conduit and into the back of the sink cabinet. With the Romex fed up to the AC panel, I'll go ahead and strip each wire and put connectors on them. Next, I'm installing the new circuit breaker in the AC panel. The size is pretty standard, so finding one wasn't too difficult, although I couldn't find one in red. Thankfully, the panel is pretty straightforward, so wiring in here isn't too difficult, but as with anything on the boat, space is a premium and it's pretty tight in here. All right, I want to take a minute and show you how the breaker switch is wired into the panel here. This is the power coming in from the shore power connection, and it goes directly into the main breaker switch seen here. So this comes in from the main breaker switch, both the neutral and the hot lead, and then it jumpers from the breaker switch, the hot lead, straight over into the common. And you'll see here that these are all connected together, except for the last two, which were probably added in afterwards. And there is the new breaker right here. So there's the new breaker installed. And you can see that I jumpered it from the common all the way over to the new breaker. And then coming out the other side of the breaker, here's the hot lead, goes into the Romex, the marine Romex, off to the bilge heater right here. The neutral for the bilge heater right here goes to the bank of neutral connections. And you can see here off the main breaker, that neutral connection, following it down, goes into that bank of neutral connections. So it has a neutral connection. The ground connection, because there's not enough, there's no available spots in the ground connections, and I didn't want to splice something in there and do something silly like that, I took the ground connection directly over to this, which is the ground connection, the main ground connection in the bank of ground connections. So the green wire with the yellow stripe goes right in there into the ground connections. I don't know if you can see that. So it's the same thing as putting it in here without having to splice it in someplace. I figured this would be a better choice to put that in there. That's how it's wired in. It's pretty simple. I just replicated the existing pattern that was used in the other switches. So if you have any questions or you think I did something wrong or suggestions, let me know in the comments. By the way, don't forget to like and subscribe. With both the power cord and the Romex setup, I'm going to connect these two using marine grade butt connectors. I'm using this hydraulic crimper meant for making battery cables just to make sure that I get these connections really tight and secure. All right, so I've got the heater mounted. I've got its cord run and all the way back through the back of the boat into the area over here behind the helm. And then I ran the marine Romex from the new breaker switch I just put in for the new circuit and wired that in, and it's all connected now. So I'm going to set the GoPro up and point it at the breaker switches, and I'm going to go plug the shore power in and flip the switches, and hopefully we don't have any sparks. Hopefully we don't have any fire. No big sparks. All right, no big sparks as of yet. Let's turn on the main breaker. That's on. Let me hit the microwave, make sure we got power. Oh yeah, everything got brighter in here. Okay. I don't know what that is. All right, here's the heater. Oh, I hear goodness in the bilge. Let's go check it out. Let me get the spotlight first. Here we go. Yeah, that's good. That looks good, feels good. Got heat coming through there now. Look at that. All right, I need to put this up here. Next on the list is to seal a hole I drilled to make sure no gases or exhaust come into the boat. I'm almost finished, but first I need to tack up and manage the Romex cable so it doesn't get damaged or pulled down by any stuff I put in this storage area. The final task on the list is insulating the vents on the engine compartment. Thankfully, I saved the foam blocks from last year. All I need to do is take off these vents, clean off any dead spiders, put the foam blocks in there, and replace the vent shields. Unfortunately, the boat got completely filthy during Christmas shifts. and the marinas have the water turned off during the winter, so I'm not going to be able to give her a proper bath until this spring. Damn it, that sucks. I hope I can get another one. This is an older boat, so that sucks. So, I hope this helps you guys. I hope this gives you an idea of how I'm choosing to protect my engine during the winter. Let me know how you're protecting your boat.